Okay, so first thing that I want to show you all is the calendar that I use, or the planner, I guess I should say. So this is called a Happy Planner. And Happy Planner, you can buy them on happyplanner.com, or you can buy them, I got this one at Hobby Lobby has them. You can buy them off of Amazon, but I like how big this one is because I like to be able to have plenty of space to write down the information that I need in there. So it has all the tabs, with all of the different months, and you can put different inserts in here that you can buy. You can see which inserts what I like for different things. What I do like about it is these pages, they just tear right out, or you just push them right in. So they're very easy to come out and in. So that's one of the things I do like about it. If you don't use, all the pages, you can tear those pages out and you can move them towards the back or whatever you want to do with them. So I do like that feature on here. Now it has, a calendar that looks like this, where I can write all of, practices, cheer practices, football practices, games, all the stuff in here, as well as, Pampered Chef stuff. So here's an example of, what I do on this page. So this page just has, like little boxes like this, okay? And I just kind of divide them up into sections like this. I basically use a couple of the boxes. But you could do this on notebook paper, or you could do this in a different planner. But I just write on here my host information as far as name, address, phone number, email. This part says mailed packet, and it has a blank. Then it has start the party, when they want to start it, and who did they book from, okay? So that's the information I write in here. Now, as soon as I book a party, so thinking about August, okay, I book about 4 parties every week. And the reason that I book 4 parties a week, and I start them on Saturdays and finish them on Fridays, and the reason I do that is because not every party is going to be, $800. So let's say I have, a couple higher, a mid, let's say I have a $1,000 one, I have a $700 one, I have a $400 one, and maybe I have, a $200 barely qualifying one, okay? If I only had one party, and maybe it was the $200 one, okay, then it would be pretty frustrating, if my sales were lower. But the more parties that I have in a week, usually you'll have kind of high, mid, low, okay? But they kind of average each other out. So I look at basically my sales for that week and think, okay, well, this is what I did, for this week versus this is what, the party sales were. And so I always encourage, if you can get to where you're booking 4 parties a week, really, you can have pretty much anything that you're wanting in this business, okay? You can hit those goals and things. Now, when I started Pampered Chef, I started it 8 years ago. So not everyone on here knows me very well or has heard my story yet. But I started Pampered Chef, and because I wanted to be able to stay home with my kids. So with my firstborn, I still taught, and I put him in childcare. But then when I had our middle child, Callie, that's when I decided, 2 kids in childcare, that was going to be almost half of my teacher's salary. I was a teacher for 7 years. And so at that point, I decided, okay, I'm going to find something to do that I can stay home with my kids, and make a little bit of income. Now, I had never sold anything in my life. So stepping into Pampered Chef was very, very scary for me. It took me about a month to decide to actually do this business. And that was hounding my husband like 500 questions of the ifs, the whats, the buts. Should I do it? Until finally he was like, either you do it or stop talking to me about it. So he's always been very supportive of my business, even when I had no idea what I was getting into. My goal was an extra $500 in my first month. And I mean, that was my goal, and I did it in my first month. And so then I kind of had to reevaluate my goals, when I already achieved my first one, of what can this business actually do for me. And so very quickly, I replaced my teacher's salary. And it's just been amazing since then. So I want to challenge you all. You know, you may want a little bit of extra money. You may need a lot of extra money. You may not even know how much money you want yet. Okay, but I'm just going to encourage you really to look at how many parties you want to do in a week. Okay, and I'm going to show you some just different tips and stuff on how to do them where you know, it's just as easy pretty much to do 4 as it is 1. Okay, and so I'll show you some of that information, but really figure out what you want from this business and go after it, and don't sell yourself short. Okay, because you really can achieve anything you want in this business. All of you that are on this call, you started the same way. You started with a kit. Okay, so now what you choose to do from this point on, that, you know, that is completely up to you. So I chose to run with it. And back when I first started, guys, there was no virtual parties. I had a 3-month-old when I started this business, and I would leave for a cooking show. I would feed her before I left. I would go to the cooking show, and I would come home and I would feed her again. Okay, so that was my life for the, you know, for a long time. So just know that you can have anything you do want in this business, and just to go after it, go for your goals, and you can achieve them. Okay, so if I am starting parties on, let's say, the 8th, okay, that's my first time I want to book. So when I'm reaching out for bookings, I'm going to tell people, you know, as soon as they say, yeah, I'll host a party for you, I'm going to give them the first date that I need to fill. Okay, I'm not going to say, when can you do a party, because then it goes in this back and forth conversation. So I'm going to say, my next parties are coming up on August 8th. Will that work for you? As soon as they say, most of the time they'll say yes with what the date is, you know, that you'll suggest. And once you have that, you know, them saying yes, that works, then I write down the 8th in my calendar for the start date. Okay, and then I write down, you know, who did they book from. Right now it may be they didn't book from anyone. You just ask them, so you can just put me in the blank of who did they book from. Okay, they don't have someone that they necessarily booked from. You just ask them to do a party. Okay, so once your 8th is booked, then you're going to move on to the 15th. Once the 15th is booked, you're going to go on to the 22nd. Okay, so I don't ever offer dates that are not the next date that I want to book. Okay, because they'll say, December sounds good. Oh man, I need to, you know, get my August booked. Okay, so I offer what is the next time. Okay, I'm not talking about the new products that are coming out until the end of August. Okay, you won't see me go live or show any of the new products until it gets closer to the end of the month, because I never want someone to cancel their booking because they saw that the new products are coming out and they reschedule for September, leaving me nothing in August. Okay, now I do send personal messages about the new products coming out September 1st, you know, if they would be interested in hosting a party, but that's only if your August is booked where it needs to be. Okay, so I wouldn't mention the new products until you have your August booked. Okay, so I'm going to go into the website here, and I'm going to show you a couple things on the website. Okay, so this is Consultants Corner. Over here on the left-hand side, you're going to see kind of everything written out here. So my parties and orders, your contacts, explore. The Stir News has different tips, and if you click on here, there's all kinds of information. So if you want to see, you know, what's going on this week, they have the monthly focus. Okay, you can kind of see the whole month, but they also have weekly action plans on what can you do for the week of October 1st. Increase your sales, bookings, recruits. Okay, you can look into the action plan for that week. Okay, so that's all going to be under Stir. Now, if you go into home like you just logged on, okay, this purple box right here, this is going to be your friend. Okay, as a consultant, as a new consultant, you need to make sure you're going through this training, okay? Because there's going to be a lot of helpful information when it comes to bookings, when it comes to recruiting, when it comes to a lot of different things. That's going to be in Dash, okay? So check out the purple box and start that training if you haven't already. Now, over here also, you're going to see Explore. Explore is where you're going to find a lot of different things, okay? If you're wondering about the incentive trips, how do I earn an incentive trip? Okay, rewards and recognition. Fast track rewards, okay? You're gonna learn some about this in Dash, but here's more information. If you're in your first 90 days in the business, okay, and if you don't know your 30-day and your 90-day date, you need to be sure and ask your upline what your 30 and 90-day date are. Okay, that's super important. So we got your fast track rewards there. Now, host special and guest special. If you click on host special, it's going to tell you the different host specials that you can get. So right now you can see September's is going to be 60% off anything, including new products. Okay, so choose one available item or set from the fall winter catalog when guest sales are $200 or more. Okay, if it's $650, they can add the air fryer. This month, August, is all about the electrics, some of our electric products. So air fryer is, again, if your party gets to $650 or more, okay? And I think the reason that they're doing the air fryer at $650, because coming up in the new consultant kit, it's going to, the big kit is going to have the air fryer in it. Okay, so I think they're wanting to make sure that this product is building up inventory, building it up. So when it becomes part of the new consultant kit, the big kit, okay, then they're going to have enough of them to be able to do that with, okay? So $650 in sales, air fryer, but this is where you can print it out. So all you have to do is download the host flyer, print it out. I stick one of these in my packet, okay? So it's important to know where to print these out from. Also, if there's the host special, guest special, same thing. So you're going to want to know if the guests spend $80, what do they get for free? Okay, so gift with purchase. So you would print out July, that's July guest offer post, September post, here's August. Okay, August guest offer host the flyer. Okay, so spend $80, they're going to get one of these for free. So I stick one of these in my host packet as well, just so they know, you know, if they're collecting outside orders or whatever, then their guests are going to get one of these items for free if they spend $80. Okay, so that's important to know where that is. Now, shop for supplies. Okay, my account information, this is going to be where if you haven't set up your some of your financial information, you can see your commission statement there, your direct deposit. Okay, if you have it, mine says manage your direct deposit, yours may say, you know, set it up. So that's how you handle your direct deposit. This is your OPA account. This is order payment account. Okay, so order payment is basically attached to one of your banks. It covers any sales that are left over that people paid with cash and check. So they give you the cash and the check, you put it in your bank account, you close it with your order payment account, and your order payment account pays for it. Okay, so both of these things you can set up in here. You can shop business. So under my account, it's like, here's a shop for supplies here, but there's a shop for my business in here. Okay, so some of this stuff they kind of have in multiple places, but if you ever need to change your personal information, your email, your address, okay, that's where this is, under my account. So shop for supplies. Okay, click here to shop. Now I'm going to show you guys just a couple of things in the supplies here. All right, so go into sample. As a consultant, you can get one of each of the new products at 50% off. Okay, so if you want the new rectangular stone or the sample pizza stone, Here's the new sample numbers and letters cake. You know, whatever it is of the new products that you may be wanting, okay, you can order them, one of them at 50% off, one of each of them, okay? So this is under sample. These are the brand new fall products. Now, supply. Okay, this is where you can order more catalogs. So you can get 100 of them for $45. Now, catalogs will last up until March 1st. Okay, so this fall catalog will last up until March 1st. So if you need any more catalogs at any point, here's where you're going to get them. Here is 25 of them for $19. Okay, so that's where you get some of your supplies. Now, here's some different giveaway things. I ordered some of these enrichable packets to put in with my host packet. So what I'm having my hosts do is I'm having them put one of those packets and having them use it, you know, in a meal that they are creating, and have them talk about it in their party, you know, how they liked the enrichables. So that's something I can mail them, have them try and talk about it in their parties, you know, so they can decide if that's something else that they would like to purchase and have more of. Okay, so maybe on page 3 here. Maybe it's 4. Maybe not. It's always changing which page it's on. Okay, so these envelopes right here, this is what I use to put my host packets in. They're plastic, they have Pampered Chef on them. So that's what I use for my host packet. Now, you can use, you know, one from the dollar store, or, you know, they, mygirlfriendshouse.com has a bunch of like 100 envelopes that you can get for like $15. So they have cutesy envelopes too. However you decide to get your envelopes is fine. You can always order some here if you would like. Looking for the party planners here. Usually they're on the 3rd page. Oh, they changed the look of them. That's why I was like, I completely went over them. Okay, so party planners here, and they may be changing this in Dash as well. So they changed the kind of the layout of how these look, but I'm sure the information is similar. So you can get 25 of them for $2, and they're kind of a thick paper material, shiny. Okay, so you can write your host information on them. I'll show you what mine look like in just a second. I wonder, let me go back here. I'm going to go back into Consultant's Corner. Okay, let's see if I go into Dash here. So you can buy those, but if you type in party planner in Dash, let me see if it comes up now. Okay, so here it is, and here is the new one that I was talking about. So you can just print these off and put them in your packet this way too. Okay, so the reason they changed the party planners, you guys see these kits down here? Okay, so this is the kits, how they're going to be coming into the fall. Okay, so see how the air fryer is in this one for $269. The bags have changed. Some of the products in here have changed. So $269, $159, and $99 are going to be the new kits. Still going to offer this kit credit. So as we go into September 1st, these are the party planners that you are going to want to send. Now, the other one, I don't know why that changed page. I'm guessing is this one. Okay, I must have clicked on that one first. Okay, well, I guess they're both the exact same thing. Okay, so the one that I have does not look like this right now because this has the new stuff on it, okay? And we can't offer that just yet. So the one that I have looks like this, okay? So this is the one that I will be sending the rest of this month for parties. So let's talk through, okay, a week of a party, okay? Now, something else that I will be sharing with you is this weekly agenda. Now, this helps me a ton because it tells me exactly what to do on what day, okay? Now, another thing that I love is what I do is I will take the wording on some of the things that you're going to see, and I will go into the note section on my phone, and I write in party planner, okay? So virtual party schedule, okay, virtual party schedule for the week. So the things that you're going to see me do on virtual party schedule on the computer, I take that wording, okay, and I message it to myself. So basically, I will come in here. Okay, so some of the wording that you're going to see on here. So I will take it, I will copy it, I will go on Facebook Messenger, and then I will message it to myself. I'll just say new message, message it to myself. Okay, then I check it on my phone, pull it up on Messenger on my phone, and I save that wording to my note. Okay, so on this different wording and stuff that you're going to see in here, I don't have to go, oh, what was that document that she said and what day was I supposed to do it on? Okay, so anything where it says wording that I need to remember, I will title it Monday, and then I will put the wording. Okay, Monday, send to host. Here's the wording, okay? So looking at this party planner, because if you guys just got your kits or you've had your kits, you probably got this party planner in there, okay? So the first thing I write at the top, they scheduled their date, I write the date of their party, and I put in their link, okay? Now on the party, okay, if I'm setting up a party, see this big plus sign right here where it says create? Or you can go to my parties and orders, okay? So I'm going to create a party. Now, the only time I would create an order is if I don't have a party going currently and someone wanted something, okay? Then I could create an order. But if they have an order and I have a party going, I'll typically just add it to an existing party. So I'll create a party. It's going to be a virtual Facebook. Now, fundraiser or wedding, okay, is only if you're going to have a fundraiser or wedding. Okay, then we're going to do, let's start it on the 8th. It automatically does 7 days later. Now, I told you guys I do mine from Saturday to Friday, but I go ahead and keep it on the 15th for orders that may still trickle in. Okay, so I don't do it until the 14th. I actually do it from the 8th to the 15th. Okay, so I'm going to just put in my husband's name. He's going to do a party for me. Okay, then do you see how down here it automatically puts the link to order as first name, last name, and the date that I'm starting the party. So 0808, because I put down that we're starting the party on the 8th. Okay, so you kind of know it's going to be my host's first name, my last name, and the date that they're starting the party. And then you just click create party. Okay, so on this party planner here, the party page link, there's the first part. So it's just going to be first name, last name, date the party is starting. Now I write a note on here. Guest list, sending invites. I tell them to invite over 200 people. This is super important. We're going to talk about this in a second. Okay, outside orders. I tell them to get 5 outside orders from people that are not in the party. Okay, you want to get, the people that are not on Facebook, people that are in their phone. Okay, I tell them to text 20 people in order to get 5 outside orders from people that are not in their party. Okay, so I write that on there. Then I let them know our goal is $800. I star it, I write our goal. And the reason I do that is because that's my average party is $800. Okay, and I let them know my average party is $800. You never want to tell them that your average is $200, okay? Because then, or that all they have to do is get their party to $200, because what they'll do is they'll just get their party to $200. You want to strive for your parties to be higher. That happens by having over 30 to 40 people in the party, okay? And they're getting 5 outside orders from people that are not on Facebook and their host is active. Okay, so I do check it out. I want them to know about this Kit credit coupon. Obviously, this is the older version. This is the one that's going to last through August. Then we're going to switch it to that other party planner. Okay, so hosts can save $25 or $50 with their Kit credit. They can use 25 or 50 of their free towards a kit, okay, if they want to do that. All right, so this is the party planner, and that's the first thing that I send in the packet. Okay, so here's what I include in their virtual host packet. I try to send the packets 2 weeks before their party starts. If you don't have that much time, just go ahead and get it out to them as soon as possible. Now this takes you to that party planner. Let's see if it still takes you there. Or if they completely, yep, see, page not found now. So that new one is the one that's been in there. So I'll have to change this link. They just updated Dash all weekend. You weren't able to access it for like 4 days this last week. All right, so also in the host packet, host special, guest special. I showed you guys where to find those. I do an opportunity brochure. This comes in the kit, just information about the business and one catalog. So I put all of that in my envelope. I send it to my host, okay? So they told me I want to start my party on the 8th. I go ahead and drop a packet in them because the sooner they have their packet, it's more of a reminder I'm having a party coming up. Okay, so I like to get it in their hands as soon as possible. Okay, so they have their packet. Now, I notice on my calendar, okay, I have 4 parties coming up on the 8th. Okay, so this is what I did today. You can do it from your phone because remember, this wording is in my phone here in my notes section. Okay, or you can copy it and you can send a message about it. Okay, so I'll send this and it just says, I was wondering if you received your packet in the mail. If you have, be sure to pull it out and look through it. I want your party to be a success for you. With all the Facebook changes, I have a couple tips I want to go over with you. When in the next couple days can you chat for 5 to 10 minutes? Now, I try to call every single host. I have tried not to call my host too, and it really does make a difference in their party success if you talk to them on the phone for a few minutes. Okay, so here's the kind of things that I tell them. So if you scroll down to the very bottom of this document, you will see host coaching call. Okay, so the host coaching call, okay, here it is. First thing I say, thanks so much for having a virtual party. Did you get your packet in the mail? Have you had a chance to pull it out and look at it? We're starting your party on August 8th. So the first 2 days, they're going to be pre-party posts where we're just making sure all the guests are in there and the party's ready to start. So Saturday, Sunday is pre-party posts. Okay, I let them know that. So I tell them, I'm going to add you to your party on Thursday. Once you're in your party, I want you to go and click on the invite button. Okay, so on the phone, if you are on Facebook, okay, you're going to click on, they're going to click on the invite button. My Facebook's not loading very fast on my phone. So I'm just give it a second there. On your computer, it's going to look different. So if I was on here, okay, invite button, okay, they're going to, which this is not. Okay, you're just going to invite members right there. Okay, but on their phone, there's an actual, you know, invite, and then they're going, what will happen is it's going to pull up their Facebook friends. Okay, so once they hit the invite button, it's going to pull up their Facebook friends. And then what they're going to do is they're just going to click invite, 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 invite. Okay, I tell them, I know you're not going to necessarily count, but we want to invite at least 200 people to this party. So go through and invite them. Okay, invite everyone. Our goal is 30 to 40 members. Okay, we're going to keep inviting until we get 30 to 40 members. Okay, guys, that is crucial for your party to be a success. If you only have 9, 10 people in there, it's going to be really hard for your party to be successful. Okay, so them getting people in the party is the first thing, you know, to getting this party success. So I tell them 30 to 40 members is our goal. Okay, now if they don't have 30 to 40 members by Saturday, so remember, we're inviting our host on Thursday, and they're going to start inviting their people. Okay, so by Saturday, if they don't have those 30 to 40, okay, they can also send out a Facebook message, okay, to send to their host that just says, hey, I invited you to a Pampered Chef party. Here's the link to join. And you're going to click on this URL at the top of the page here. This is how anyone accesses this group. Okay, so if I were to message this to my host, Lisa, since you're on here, I'm just gonna say I'm sending this to you. Okay, so I'm going to send that. See how it says here, Carrie's Pampered Chef Party. Okay, so if I send this to my host, I'm just gonna say something like, I've invited you to Pampered Chef Party. I'd love for you to be a part of it. We're going to talk about some great products, play some games. Here's the link if you want to join. Okay, so send that to them, and then I tell them to send it to their 50 closest friends. Okay, now, guys, I only do this, okay, and this is what it talks about right here. Okay, I'm going to have you send this message to your 50 closest friends. This is only if they don't have the 30 to 40 members yet, that I have them send out some personal messages with their link to get into their party. Okay, so I'll do that if they don't have 30 to 40. Now, I tell my hosts the best way to make your party successful is to have you be present and commenting. I don't expect them to be in their party all day, but if they can go in a few times a day and comment on every post in some way, this is really going to help the participation of the party. Okay, it is so important for your host to understand that them being active in this party is what makes or breaks the success of this party. Okay, so I do want them to go in. I want them to play the games. I want them to participate. Okay, I'm not going to make them a winner of a game, and I let them know that, but I want to see them commenting, because when they comment, their friends are going to see their comments and they're going to participate more. Okay, so I let them know their participation and how many people we have in this party will make all the difference in the success of it. Okay, so I want them commenting. Something else I tell them is they're going to receive a 50% off item from everyone that books from their party. If they can get 3 bookings from their party, as a thank you from me, I'm going to send you a new, maybe it's a fall product now. Okay, maybe it's you get 3 bookings, I'm going to give you free shipping. You're going to pay their $5.25 shipping. Or maybe it's a recipe book for $2. You decide what that item was going to be, but I let my hosts know that if they get 3 bookings, that's their goal. I'm going to give them something. Okay, you can decide the amount. So it's important that you let your host know that is the goal, is 3 bookings from this party. Okay, on the second to the last day, I'm going to send you a message that I want you to forward on to everyone that's a member of the party. So I let them know this ahead of time because I want them to know how important it is. This, guys, is one of the most important things that your host will do. Besides getting people in there and being active, they need to know you're going to have them send a message to every member of their party. Okay, and it just says tomorrow's the last day for this order. To order, here's the link. There's something that you like. Okay, they're going to go into the member, they're going to go into their profile page and send a message to every single person. They're also going to go in and they're going to text it out to 20 people in their phone, the link to order. Okay, so usually you can tell once they've sent this link because that's typically when those orders start coming in. Okay, I asked them, very last thing, did you see that Kit Credit coupon in your packet? Have you ever thought about doing something like Pampered Chef? I'd love for you to watch me this week, and you think that's something you're interested in, I would love to tell you more. Okay, guys, this is probably one of the hardest things, especially for new consultants, to do. Okay, because you're like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. How am I supposed to tell someone else how to do things? Okay, well, you're not going to, because I do this new consultant training every single week. Okay, so, and your upline can help as well. Okay, but here's the thing, there are people that can truly use this business. So I just ask if they've ever thought about doing something like Pampered Chef. They may say no. They may say not right now. They may say, I don't know, I've never thought about it. Okay, but I ask every single host because I don't know their situation and I don't know who could use the extra money. Even if I do know their situation, I still ask them. Okay, because their situation could change at some point. And if I didn't ask my host and later down the road, they decided that they wanted to do Pampered Chef, then they're not going to come back to me. Okay, they're going to go find someone else to sign up with. Okay, so no matter whether you think yes, no, I don't know, okay, I ask them, have you ever thought about doing something like Pampered Chef? And then I just say, hey, watch me this week, and if it's something you're interested in, I would love to tell you more. Okay, so that's the last thing I say to my host on the phone when I call them. Okay, because this call takes like 5 minutes, but I want them to understand you getting 30 to 40 people in there, super important. You participating in this party, really important. Okay, and I'm going to have you send some messages out to people reminding them that the party closes tomorrow. Have you ever thought about doing something like Pampered Chef? Okay, so those are the highlights of the call. And when you do that, it makes all the difference in your parties. Okay, trust me, some parties I'm like, oh, I just don't have time to talk to them this week. Let me send a quick text messages with the info and, you know, we'll see how it goes. Well, let me tell you how it goes. It goes about $300 less in party sales. That's how it goes. Okay, it really does add that much in sales to your parties if you will actually pick up the phone and call. And start now with people that you know. So that way, when you call them, you're used to doing this call. And then when you move on to people you don't know, okay, I don't know any of my hosts anymore. I don't have parties for people that I know anymore. Okay, and it really helps me just get to know them just a little bit, even if it's a short call. I feel like I've connected with them in some way, and then we move on to the party. Okay, so I'm going to walk back through. So that's the call. I send this message. Okay, so see how this document right here, okay, it says send out future host text to check in on parties coming up. Okay, that's my parties that are getting ready to start. Announce winners and parties. These are the parties that are finishing up and I'm closing, and I announce the winners. Okay, so Monday is kind of 2 parts. Parties that are coming up, parties that are ending. Okay, so I have both tasks on here. Send last week's host their link to their host rewards. So the party's finishing up. You're sending them their host reward link to make sure that they are going to know. This is what I usually send them, this host reward link, because that's one of those links, guys. So once you create your party, this is on Pampered Chef website. Okay, it's going to take you to this page. Okay, so see where it says links here? This is your link how people can order. This is the host dashboard link. Okay, this is the link that I'm talking about. So I send this link usually on Monday after the party started to my hosts with this training video, because this training video talks about what they can access in their host dashboard. Like they can see the people that have ordered, they can see the amount of the orders, they can see how many host rewards they've gotten, okay? So I'll send this out to them on Monday for the parties that just started so that they can access their host rewards, okay? And then this is the link. It looks like this. When they click on it, this is how people shop. Okay, so I'll put this link in the party so they know how to place their order. Okay, so let me go back up here to where it says Monday. So we just started the week on Monday. Okay, we set out our host packet. Okay, I sent out this text message to all my hosts coming up, asking them if we could chat for a couple minutes on Tuesday or Wednesday. Tuesday or Wednesday, do that host coaching call. Guys, this checklist, okay, it's going to say on here, do your host coaching call. Okay. And then on here, add hosts to the parties. Okay, so this is going to say all the stuff in this document. It's just a checklist over here. So we do the call Thursday. We add them to the party. They start inviting their 200 to 250 people. Goal is 30 to 40 members. Okay. Friday, this is another thing. If they don't start getting 30 to 40 members, you can send them this. Okay. They're going to use these words. They're going to post this on their Facebook page. Okay. So I send this to them first. Then I send them this. This, though, is their Facebook group page. Remember that I said this right here, this URL? This is Carrie's Facebook page, okay? So I'm going to change it. I'll change the wording. I'll take that link out, and I'll put this one in here, okay? So you just basically copy that, pasted it. Now this one's Carrie's, okay? So I'll send this to my host if they don't have 30 to 40 members. It just basically is saying, hey, I'm having a party. You may have gotten an invite from me, but I just want you to check out, here's the link to jump on the party, okay? So they can do that too. Okay, so something that I do on Saturday is, I told you I do 4 parties in a week. I take those 4 hosts and I start a messenger group chat with those 4 hosts. Okay, so I usually do this right as the party's starting. Okay, and I'm going to post in that group. Guys, this will help your parties so much. Okay, so here's the first post that I post in there. Okay, in this messenger chat group with my 4 parties. Okay, hey ladies or gentlemen or whoever you're doing the party for. If I added you to this group chat, that means your party started yesterday. The most important thing right now is to get those people invited. Invite everyone. The ones you don't think are interested or wouldn't buy anything or always the ones to surprise us. I'm so excited to be partying with you all. Remember, let's make our parties fun and get your guests excited. The more fun they have, the better your sales will be. If you see something you think someone would love, tag them in it. Post on your personal pages about your party and post the link. This has helped my other hosts have huge parties. I will be very involved in your parties and will do all I can to get you a lot of free products. Regardless of what's going on right now, people are still buying. My party averages are around $800 in sales, which would get you a lot of rewards. I cannot stress enough that it makes a difference when you're active on the party. Feel free to message me anytime privately or in this chat. We will always have ways for guests to earn free products by ordering by Sunday before the party begins. So let's get them invited until we reach our 40 people in the party. I'd love to get to know you all better. Can you tell me something about yourself, please? Then typically I'll just post something like, here's a little bit about me, and I'll tell them why I started Pampered Chef, you know, and some of those things about me, okay? So here's the kind of things that I post in this group, okay? After I post this, Sally gets her first order. I say, yay, Sally just got her first order. Congratulations, Sally, woohoo. Then we have, yay, Sandra's party already qualified. It's just the weekend and it's already over $200. Way to go, Sandra. Okay, or something like, yay, Holly's party's at 300, woo, 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 and I'll post a gift that says, you go, girl, okay? So those are the kind of things I'm posting in these groups. So what does that do, okay? What it does is they go, oh, hey, Sally's over here, and her party's over at it's already at 300, and mine doesn't have any sales yet, okay? And they start trying harder in their parties. Okay, they see the success that others are having and they want to have that same result of success. Okay, so by having your hosts together in a messenger chat group, okay, it really helps just encourage them. And they start encouraging each other, which is why I kind of have them tell a little bit about themselves. Okay, so everyone can kind of get to know each other in the group. Okay, this really does help with the success of your parties, guys. Okay, so next thing, here's what you're going to do. Okay, so see on this, when I go into this party here. Okay, see how it says 35 members. Okay, so if I click on those 35 members, I want to show you guys something. Right here it says invited. Okay, so the 35 members, that's not how many people they invited, that's how many people joined it. Okay. So if you click on invited, see how it says 136? Okay, so here's the thing. If she would have actually invited 200 people, she probably would have gotten over 40. Okay, so I can see she invited 136. Okay, but here's what I'm going to tell her. Hey girl, I saw that you have 23 members right now. Okay, or 36, members right now. I want to see if we can get to that 30 or 40. Doing this tip will help you achieve this, which will help you get the rewards you deserve. If you're on your phone, go into the party and click on the members' faces, the pictures of the members when you go into your party. If you're on the computer, you're going to click on members, which I just showed you guys. Then click on invited, and it's going to pull up the 134 people that you invited that haven't accepted the invite yet. Click on invited and go into each person and send a reminder. This is easier to do on your phone than computer. Please let me know once you have a chance to do this. Okay, so if I'm on this party, see if I click this, it says send a reminder. So then you just click on send a reminder, go to the next person, send a reminder. What it does is these people have not necessarily seen that you're having a party yet. By sending them a reminder, it pulls up and it says, remember, you've been invited to this party. Let them know if you're going to go. Okay, so I have my host send a reminder just to remind those people that may not have seen it yet. Okay, so that's what this is about. So pre-party posts, Saturday, Sunday, party runs Monday through Friday. Okay, Saturday to Monday morning when the party starts, welcome people into the party. Okay, how you're going to do that? As they are joining, okay, you're going to see it look like this. See how it says you have 2 new members this week, write a post to welcome them? Okay, I've welcomed everyone else. Okay, so what you do is you copy the wording here. Okay, you copy the wording here, and then you're going to go in here and you're going to write a post to these 2 new members. Okay, obviously it may say 20 new members or 15 new members. So I'm just gonna paste that wording, welcoming them to the party. This is up until Monday now, because obviously this says early bird drawing, which will take place on Monday. So if it's past Monday now, be sure you don't say that, okay? So you're gonna say that, and then you can see this is the GIF that I post with it. Okay, so here's what the post looks like if you post it. Okay, but I'm gonna say, a fun week ahead. It's gonna pull up this one. Okay, and then I'm just going to post it. Okay, so I do that throughout the weekend as more people join the party. Okay, so you're just gonna click on, my screen's not, okay, you just click on post, okay, and add these people. I'm gonna X out of that now. Okay, so that's how I welcome my members as they're joining throughout the week. Okay, so I do that Saturday, Sunday. Okay, here is how you can get some interaction going from the beginning. One of the things I want you guys to look at after we get off of this call, I want you to go onto your Facebook, and I want you to pull this little, now you need to do it from your computer, not from your phone, okay? So click on this, go down, and I want you to see if it says on there, switch to new Facebook. If it doesn't say switch to new Facebook, you do not have this feature, okay? But I'm gonna switch to new Facebook, and watch, it's gonna look really different. Now, I only switch to new Facebook to message people. Then all you have to do is go back over here and it says switch back to classic Facebook. I use classic Facebook for everything else that we've been talking about. I only switch to new Facebook to send messages. Okay, so here's what you're gonna look for. Let me go to a post. Okay. So see how on here it says like, reply, message. This message button was not there when you were in that classic Facebook. It only shows up on new Facebook. So what I want to do, this is my host, by the way. So I would say, you know, thank you so much for your participation so far. I have loved it. I can't wait to party with you this week. Okay. But by doing this early on in the party, okay, the party just started, I'm messaging them saying, thank you so much for your participation. You've been awesome. It's just getting that conversation going, okay? So I do that, and I start sending them messages, okay? This is just to kind of get those conversation going. See right here? Send a personal message to anyone that's commented. From the comments, I start the conversation off early with them so we have a week to continue communication. Okay, basically, this is just, thanks so much for joining the party. How do you know the host? So glad to see you in here. It's just getting to know them. Okay, now, if you don't have that feature, okay, you don't have the new Facebook, and you can't message them from the comments, okay, then what you're gonna do is there's different things throughout this virtual party schedule where they have to message you something, okay, so hold tight for that thought. All right, so here's a booking tip that you can say, hey girl, remember I told you how you get a half price item from everyone that booked from you? I also told you if you can find 3 people to host a party, I will add, remember you can change that to what it is you want to add. You pick out what extra and that's what I will add. I'm going to send you some wording you can send out. Please send it to 10 people. Thank you truly for commenting and playing the games. Today is usually slower, so this is on Wednesday. Okay, so they send this message out to 10 people. Thanks so much for joining the party this week. We learned so much. I want to check with you to see if you might be interested in earning lots of free products like I am. My consultant, super fun, and hosting online shows a cinch. You've been great in mine by participating, and that would be all you would have to do in your party. She has a couple openings for next month, and it's a great host special. Only need 3 hosts to get my free gift. I'll attend one if you have one. What do you say? Okay. Now, I use this more if I don't have that message button. Okay. If I can't message them from the comments, my host is going to have to work harder for those bookings. If I can message from the comments, I'm sending them stuff about bookings. Okay. So this says, don't miss the red flags. Be sure to scroll through once a day to look for those rock star guests who comment on everything, has everything. Those are the ones you want to private message something like this. Okay. You're looking for those people in your party. Hey, Sue, you have been what I like to call a rock star guest on Mary's party. I love your comments and excitement for the products. You would make a great online consultant. Are you interested in hearing more about becoming one? Okay, so people that are rock stars from the very beginning of the party, I'm going to send them this message on Wednesday, talking to them about how awesome they are and how I think they'd make a great consultant. Okay, this is the wording right here that you're gonna type out. Okay, here's another booking tip. I post this wording, tag my host, and let them know that the host is looking for 3 bookings. When they get 3, they get a free gift from me, okay? So book a party and a flower will appear. So I do this picture and this wording. If they've already booked a party, there's 1 party booked, 2 parties booked, 3 parties booked, okay? So I let them know the host is looking for 3 bookings. Then what I do is I take a picture of this post once I've posted it on my phone, and I send it to my host and I say, hey, I just posted this in your party. Can you go on this post and tag 3 people that you think would make a great host? Okay, here it says right here, take a picture of the post, message your host, and ask them to tag at least 3 people in the post that they think would make a great host. I'm watching this post. Are the people she's tagging, are they responding? Do you think they'd be interested? You know, are they seeing it? Okay, because those are the people that I'm going to be messaging. Okay, so I do this on Wednesday. Now, here's an idea. If you don't have the new Facebook and you can't message them from the comment, here's something you can do. Okay, I say this, bonus extra 25 tickets. Okay, so this right here. We're going to try something different this evening. Instead of commenting below, send me a personal message with your 5 items. Then comment done below as well so we know you've sent yours. Have a great evening. Okay? When they message you their 5 grocery store items, that is a way that you can start the conversation. Because if they message you first, then when you try to message them, it doesn't go to that weird folder that they'll never see if you're not friends. Okay, because if you're not friends with these people and you try to message them, it goes to a different folder and they don't see the messages. However, if you message them from the comments and you have the new Facebook, then they will see that message. It goes directly to their inbox. Okay, I have people that respond like this as soon as I send the messages. Okay, but if you don't have new Facebook, this is a way that you can start a conversation with those people with, you know, if you can't message them from the comments. Okay, so there's one idea. Now, Thursday, when there is 2 days left, okay, I add this. Now you can see on this, let me switch back to Classic, because I really don't use that new Facebook for anything other than messaging. Okay, so you're going to change the cover photo. You're going to upload a different one. I have that 2 days left of the party. Okay, there it is. I have it saved on my desktop here. Okay, then you're going to save it. Okay, once you save it, okay, you can click on the picture and it will say description. If you click on description, it will let you add wording. So I just put click here to shop and I put their link to order. So when they click on it, it says the link right there. Okay, it does the same thing from their phone. So that's why I say click here to order, because when they click on that, they'll see the website to order. Now, I also put in the announcements their link here too. Okay, so I'm posting it every day as a reminder to order. So I just have to come right here, just copy it, paste it in here, and this is how they're going to order. Okay. All right, so changing 2 days to order. So this is very important. This is the thing that I talk to my host on the phone about. Have the host personally message on Facebook everyone that's a member of their party the link to order, and announce tomorrow is the last day to place their order. Also have them text message people letting them know they can place an order if they're not on Facebook. Okay, so 20 people for 5 outside orders. Okay, so this is the first message I send them. Okay, can you send this message out to members in your party all individually? If you do, you'll start seeing the orders come in. I'll be able to tell because they'll start ordering. So please go through and personally message people this message. Also, send some text to people that aren't in your party, the link to order. Remember, your goal is to get 5 outside orders from people that are not in your party. Thank you so much for being amazing. You've done a great job. Send that to them first. This. Okay, so remember how I said you're putting like your 4 hosts into a group together? This part I send to them each individually, okay? Because I don't want it to get confusing on, well, that's their link and this is their person's link, and I don't want them posting different links. So this part I will message to them individually. I want to make sure they each have their own link. Okay, this is their Pampered Chef party link. So this is, remember this link? This is the one that you're sharing, copying the link, okay? That's this link. First name, last name, date of the party, okay? So you actually can just copy this, you know, and then paste it, okay, to a message to your host, okay? And you can say first name, last name, date the party starts, okay? Or you can just copy it from right here too. Okay, so that's super important, guys, super important. Okay, so here's another post that you can message people from. So if you have that new Facebook, this is a perfect thing to message. So you can say, hey, okay, folks, what's on your wish list? If you have any item or set from our catalog, what would it be? 25 tickets for your answer below. So you find out their wish list. Here's how you can respond. Hi, Danielle. I see that you have the quick cooker on your wish list. It's an amazing and truly a game changer in the kitchen. I use mine all the time. Why don't we host an online party next month with all your friends? You'd be able to get it either free or 50% off. In addition to the free, you'll earn too. It's super easy, and Jamie gets a booking credit too. What do you think? Okay, so what I do, anyone that makes a comment on this post, I personally send a message, this information. Okay, if they don't have the message button down there, you can just comment on it with something like this. Why don't we have an online party with your friends so you can get it for free or 50% off? It's super easy. Okay, so you could comment just in the comment section if you can't message them. All right, so here's another booking tip. Guys, this is the #1 way I get my bookings right here. Come in here, I copy this, I go into my party. I switched off of the Facebook, the new Facebook, but I see how it doesn't have message anymore. I will go through, and everyone that has participated in the party, so Tasha, Margaret, Samra, they're all getting a message that says the same thing. You've been amazing this party. I don't know if you've ever thought about it at all, but I think you'd make an amazing host. All you have to do is exactly what you've already been doing in this party, but you'll get the free half price and the discounts. Okay, next month's not double free anymore. Okay, it's August now, so it's a different special. Okay, but you're typing in what the special is currently. Okay, this is how I get the majority of my bookings, is I just send them a message from the comments. Okay, I just message individually. Like I said, if you don't have the new Facebook, then you are trying to get them to message you. Okay, you are trying to get them to send a message of something, so then you can start the conversation with them. Or you can tag them and say, hey, I sent you a message. So maybe they'll go and try to look for it in that weird folder. Okay. So the last day, Friday, I changed the cover photo to click here to shop. Okay. And then if you want to extend the party, okay, this is that party extended one. You can see that I extended the party till Saturday with this one. Okay. You can change the picture. Now, this is something, guys, I started doing on Saturday. Holy cow, it makes a difference. Okay. The host does not do this on their party. They're posting this on their Facebook wall. Okay. It's the $25 product challenge, your final step to the party. Can I ask you to post this on your main Facebook wall to help with sales, not your party group? It's really amazing how well this usually works, and oftentimes gets my host way more in sales to reach even another free money level. Sometimes you can get additional sales for other things too. Please post this and this pic on your main Facebook wall today, and tag me in any comments again on your main wall, pretty please. Okay. Please make sure to add your link in the comments, not in the actual post, so that way they see the picture and will show up, which will help draw attention to this post. Because if they try to do the link's going to show up as the picture, not this picture. Okay. So this is what the host posts on their Facebook wall. I'm so close to my goal with Pampered Chef Party that closes tonight. I only need to sell 5 of these products to reach it. Of course, all the other PC products are available too, including the new products. If you want to check out the catalog and see what else you might need, my ordering link is below. Thanks in advance. Okay, so this is what they post on their wall with this picture. Pampered Chef Favorites, $25 and under. Okay, they say they need 5 of them. Okay, so that will, they need someone to purchase 5 of these, sell 5 of these products. Okay, so that really will help boost your party sales. Okay, be sure to ask the host one more time, if they are interested in the business. Okay, so that pretty much walks you through. Now, this document, okay, starting the setup of parties, looking for rock star guests and current parties. So remember, this checklist is parties going on and parties that are getting ready to start. Okay, so Monday, I think I read you those. Tuesday, go live in parties, welcoming people. Starting the setup of the parties. These are the parties coming up. Looking for rock stars in your current parties. Wednesday, booking post on virtual party schedule on how many parties they've booked so far. So that's that one that says, they're looking to book a party. If they have 1 booking or 2 bookings or 3 bookings, okay, I'm posting that on Wednesday. Send a message to current hosts telling them to tag 3 people in the booking post. So that's the same post, but I make sure I send my host a message to tag them. Okay, next thing, have hosts send booking message to 10 people and add me to each group. So that's what you can do if you don't have, and I don't really have to do this as much because I have that message button. Okay, I have that message from comments. But if you don't, you can have your host send a message to someone about booking a party, and that was this right here. Okay, so where they say, thanks so much for joining the party. They're sending this out to 10 people. But what they can do is they can add you and Sally to one message group and then message this. Okay, and then you can see, did Sally see that? And if she saw it, say, yay, I've been watching you too, Sally. You've been so great in this party. What do you think? I really do think you'd make a great host. Okay, because here's what happens sometimes when your host sends this message. They can see that someone saw it and they're like, well, they didn't say anything back, so I guess they don't want to book a party. Sometimes all they need is to say something else. Okay, so that's where you can jump in. If you're in that message chat too, then you can say something. I don't have to do this as much because I can personally message the people, but if you can't, having your host send this message is super helpful. Okay, so that's what this is talking about. Send text to host about the expectation in party, okay, what you're wanting them to do in the party. Post 2 days left party announcement and change cover photo. Okay, so that's in my current party that's already running. 2 days left, change the cover photo, and I do that. Friday, post last day reminder, tag everyone, figure out party count for parties coming up. Okay, so this is your current party. This is figuring out, because remember, you added your host on Thursday, they started adding people, so you need to go into those parties that are getting ready to start and figure out how many people are in there so far. Okay, this is a reminder to do that. Send messages to all active people about booking a party. So I go through on Friday, and everyone that I can send a message to, I message from the comments that's been active. Okay, change the cover photo to the last day to order, talk with the host about joining. Okay, so these are just some of the things that I try to remind myself. Now, you can edit this. If there's other things you want to make sure that you do on Monday, then you can add it to here, okay? But this just is the kind of reminders of, for me, I print out that checklist and then I go through and check it off. Okay, I'm going to stop recording.